Welcome back to DragonHeir. We're going to tackle all the domains so we can rank up our heroes. We're going to do them all at level 5 on my free-to-play account. We're not going to use any crazy heroes. We're not going to use any crazy gear. We're just going to tackle them all on stage 5 and get through it, I think, pretty easily. We're moving all my content for DragonHeir over to my second YouTube channel starting the 29th. That's in 10 days from now. So if you're looking for DragonHeir content, come and subscribe to this. All the links will be down below. If you're already on this channel and you're looking for King Arthur content, come over to my main channel or my most subscribed channel, but I will still do daily updated content over here for DragonHeir. Back to the domains. We're on the Tempest one right now, and we're going to take out Varash. Don't worry, that guy does a lot of healing and a lot of damage, but we're not going to need him. For the Tempest domain, don't bring in a tank. It's pretty easy to go through here and just tank it with a front line of all your casters, or if you have some melee, make sure the melee is not by themselves though, because you don't want to bring in a tank. We need DPS. This is a DPS race. When that dragon at the end takes off in the air, has his little minions come out, we got to kill them so we can get back at killing the dragon because he keeps healing himself. And I'm not going to bring in any heal reduction, but going through these waves, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to skip forward to the next wave. If you do fail, if something goes wrong, always make sure that you've got that 3-man bonus, because that makes the world of difference in this game. So we go through that stage really quickly. Now we're up to the dragon. We're doing damage to the dragon. He's going to get a regen. So anybody who can block buffs, steal buffs, remove buffs are great to have in your party. Our formation right now is not good. We're going to run this one more time very quickly and show you a better formation, because when these whelps come out, they're going to be on either side of us. We want them all on one side so our AoE can AoE them down. 2 on the left, 3 on the right. That's just not good for us to be able to take them out quickly and get back onto the dragon. It's just going to take us a while to beat through this, to counteract his healing ability, and we run out of time. Like at the very, very last second, we don't kill him. But we're not using any food. If I use DPS food, I'm sure we'd be able to take him out. This is if your party is not strong enough. If you're feeling really weak and you need to go this route, then you can do it. So we failed here. All right, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna change him over to fire, which he should be already. That's how I normally run it. Make sure you change your relics once you change over to a different affinity, because they take off the other ones. And now he's set up for fire damage. And instead of Varash in the middle, we're gonna bring in Martina. She's the one that you can get for free with 99 cents. Not really free, you spend 99 cents to top off in the game, and you will get that epic for just doing one purchase in the game. This is my free-to-play account. I've spent 0 money, and I've gotten her twice already. I do like her, though. She's a powerhouse. She can do a lot of damage. I'll show you the gear I've got on everyone. Nobody has any legendary gear except for my actual legendary hero, Erich, which we get from going through and fighting the purple dragon. He is not mandatory by any means. I just have him in here because it's more of a free-to-play thing, because you're eventually going to get him. Everybody gets him. You're going to get him. And then once you do this, this can be, Dane back here can be replaced by anybody. Just whoever you've got leveled up. Unfortunately, I don't have a good mix of all different affinities leveled up. And once we're on these stages, these higher stages, if you bring in the affinity of the actual dungeon that you're running, this is for lightning and necrosis. If you bring them in, they do 90% less damage and take 90% additional damage. So you can't just bring in anyone. So we come through really, really easy. I mean, it's just you beat down the waves, no problem. Again, no tank. We don't need a tank. We need people that can do DPS and get us through those waves. And then we need DPS here on the dragon to take down the drakes. The drakes come in now. Here's how we're positioned too. I don't know if we were paying attention to our position. We are. So we positioned them the same exact way. We took out Varash. We positioned them this way. And we're still getting split drakes because we didn't change it. So we're going to go through and just show you how easy it is to beat this guy. Whoa, let's go back. So we're just burning him down. We're good on health. We're getting our heals when we need to. And the dragon is going to go down very easily. So now we're going to switch everybody far up, because we don't want those drakes coming out and being on the left or the right. Now we're going to get them all on the right-hand side. Same exact team. Again, if you don't have Dane, if you don't have Erich, you're going to have somebody leveled up close to 99, or at least rank 5. Plop them in there. So back through the waves. And now when he disappears, we are going to see them all go on the right side. There they are. So now they're all clumped up. If you did one good AoE like that, boom, we hit them all. Much faster to take out. So just make sure you do that. Otherwise, I think this dungeon's pretty easy. Just don't use a tank. And I've got pretty much epic gear on 4 out of 5 of them. Just one with some pieces of legendary gear that we've been farming. And if you don't know how to get legendary gear, go check out my previous video on it. How to get legendary gear is free to play. Very, very easy to start farming that gear. All right, we're going to jump past this dungeon. That's it for this one. Now we're going to go over to the Flame Domain. Flame Domain, you do need one rare healer. The one in the very back you see right there. And we need to switch him back over to Frost or Lightning. You can do either one. Doesn't matter. Totally up to you. I'm going to go Frost because I feel like we need the extra coverage because we're only bringing in the healer that does healing over time. And that heal over time is 15% of our max HP. It ticks really quickly, but the whole entire heal is 15% of each individual hero's max HP. No 3-man bonus. All right, see what I mean? When you don't have a 3-man bonus, crap goes crazy. And unfortunately, if I bring in Fire on this one, Fire takes 90% additional damage. If I take Radiant, which is who we had Martina in there, she takes 90% additional damage. So it all falls apart. So you can't take in those affinities and you got to make sure you have that 3-man bonus. All right, so we learned. That's what we learned. So now we're going through it again. We've got Varash in here for some additional heals. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have anybody else I can really sub him out with that's leveled up. So we're going to go in. We're going to take out the waves here. Aren't that big of a deal. The Frost waves, when we go into the Frost Domain next, is the real kicker. Like the Frost Domain is the easiest one to start out with and to get all of our heroes leveled up. But then to do the last stage, it's actually one of the hardest ones to do. So we make it all through here really easy. This is just simple. We've got ice shields. And the only reason why we have her in here is to remove this flame debuff. Now I've got her in gear that gives her additional haste so that she can get back to her ultimate faster. Her ability down at the bottom right is on manual. I switched that to manual just before we came in here. So on wave 2, make sure you switch that off. Then when you come in here, you're going to use it right in between these 2 moves before her ultimate. And then it's going to go on auto, and then you can just let it go, and she'll continue to remove these debuffs. But when this lady casts this debuff, she doesn't cast it till now. So now we remove the debuffs, and it's on auto. But she does this flame shield. Like that's when she's supposed to cast it. When you see that line get up to these little fire markers, like it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. She's supposed to cast it then, but she has to do this cast animation. It doesn't really hit you until later. So you wait till you see that flame circle and then wait till it hits. It hits, and then that is when you would start off going through, you know, her removing it and giving you those regens. But she's already on full auto now. She's synced now. We just had to do it that first time. Now, if you don't give her that haste gear, if you don't give her a increased haste, skill haste on one of her relics, and mine isn't even rank 5, she's only rank 4, so we can only have the left side relic, then she won't be able to do this as many times. The boss is eventually going to catch up, and she's not going to be able to clear this off as many times as she's clearing right now. Because after she does it about 5 times, you can see the boss is really close to doing the ultimate ability in front of us, getting that removal of the debuffs and heals, which would kill us immediately. She removes them all, and the boss hits us. It's not a big hit, right? Not a big hit at all. We've got the regens on. We're regenning. We've got ice shields if we need to. Really, he's just in ice shield. I mean, it helps, but he's in ice shield because we can't bring him in as flame to do damage. But again, you could do lightning if you want to, if you need help getting through the waves. I think ice is the way to go, though, because these heals aren't the strongest in the world. Again, here she goes, removing it. Boss comes and hits us. We would have been dead a lot because we're not doing a lot of damage, right? My guys are not doing a lot of damage at all. So we would have been dead a while ago if I didn't have that skill haste increase. So make sure you slap on that skill haste. Skill haste is one of the best things in the game anyways. It gets your special off quicker and it gets your ultimate off quicker. Looping around back to those skills faster and faster. So here's the gear that gives you the skill haste of plus 20. We've got 2 sets of that on for 47 skill haste, and we've got 7 right here on this positive rune. And now you don't have to do this. If you have guys that are just blasting away and can kill that boss fast, then you don't have to worry about her cleansing so many times. So again, the Frost Domain is like super easy when we start playing the game. When we start playing the game, we run the Frost Domain on purpose so we can change our adventurer over to Frost and level him up, like first thing we do. But we're going to bring in Martina. We've got our girl again, the same rare that we just used to remove debuffs and to give us that heal over time. We've got our other rare healer that we leveled up from the beginning of the game. And we've got our adventure along with Erich that we get for free. Any DPS in place of Erich will be fine. Just make sure we have that 3-man bonus, because right now you can see we don't have that 3-man bonus. So we need to switch over our adventure to fire. Here we are switching to the fire, getting those runes back on. Now he's good to go. We've got our 3-man bonus and we're going to take these guys out. I have my 2 DPS up top so we can focus fire the damage dealers on the top side, right? If we have our DPS are split up, they'll start firing in different directions. They even fire their AoEs in different direction. Martina's in the front by herself because if I put her up there with other people, she'll kind of turn and not hit the dwarf in the back. Gadnus, that dwarf with the little crossbow, he'll do that fire that'll push everybody back, stun us all. We're basically dead if he gets that off. So Martina here in the front is going to get her buff, the rally buff, because there's 2 other enemies near her, and then she's going to get that guaranteed crit on her ultimate, and it's going to swing around and take this guy out along with his ultimate hitting him. Watch. It's pretty sweet. And she hits really hard. It's a guaranteed crit, so we've got some decent gear on her, right? Again, epic gear, not even legendary gear, and she's going to go in there and just cleave the crap out of this guy. We're going to get our 1 big hit from our adventure to take him down some in the back. You got to take this dwarf out. That dwarf is a beast. He will knock your whole party. There he goes. Boom. Done. He's out of the picture, and you've got to take him out of the picture. Don't worry about bringing in a tank on this one because we need DPS. We need DPS on the boss, and the boss doesn't really do damage to us in a way like the Harpy does to where we need a tank to tank out that damage. So again, another domain where we're running without a tank. We need that DPS because it gets to be a DPS race with the boss shielding herself all the time, and we're not using any special heroes to remove that shield. We're just going to do damage to the shield, and then when it's down, we're going to try to hit her as much as we can, but it's all full auto. We're not going to turn anything on and off on this battle. But again, Martina is really a champ. I feel like the damage she does and the way that you can kind of gear her is pretty amazing. So we're getting heals there, doing some more damage. Get through this pretty easily. We've got 2 healers helping us out here, no problem. And then now we're on the boss. So the boss is basically going to do decreased attack on us quite often. That's why it's good to have our little rare healer in here that we're already using on the flame domain right there. Remove that debuff so we can get some more damage in here. We get that heal over time. And then we've got our regular healer right here to really top us off. And we need that. Like, I need that. I can't make it through here any other way. It's just too much damage. Not unless I equipped everybody with legendary gear. In this game, once you get just minor increases in attack and defense and all those attributes that we have, it's huge. You don't think it's a lot, but you slap on some other gear with some increases on there, and you really notice a difference. So for now, with 2 healers is the way I can do this. And it takes a while, but again, full auto, so we don't have to worry about anything. You just go have a drink, do whatever you're going to do, make a sandwich, come back, and it will be done. We've got 2 minutes and 28 seconds left. I don't think we're going to get down to the wire on it, but that's it. We're going to heal. We're going to remove the debuff, and we're going to slowly take down this boss. 2 minutes to go. We're just going to keep jumping forward. 1 minute, 29 seconds. And I think it's pretty low. It just looks like it has a big shield right now. Yeah, see? And then, again, the boss just freezes. That's it. The boss, if we don't take away the shield, she's just going to freeze us. So 43 seconds left on the clock, and we were still able to take it out. I think that's pretty damn good. Yeah, so we've got epic gear on the left-hand side. We've got rare gear on the right-hand side. And then you can see the relics she's got down there. Nothing fancy at all. You probably have better gear than this. She does have books, though. I did book her out because I wanted to see the additional healing she'll do. It's worth it. Here is our rare healer, which we need to give her an artifact. She, again, has all epic gear. This one is plus 12. We don't need to worry about the attack on that portion of it as much. And then she's also booked out. And then she has all the skill haste to make sure we can get to her abilities faster. Martina, no books. We just got epic gear on her. And then she's got this one artifact up at the very top to where if she gets a kill, she gets healed by a certain amount of her attack. But she has to actually get the kill, so it's not the greatest thing in the world. Our main traveler's just got epic gear again, along with normal relics. And then he's the only one, Erich, is the only one that I've got legendary gear on. I had some legendary gear leveled up, cost me a fortune to do it. I was like, dude, I'm going to slap it on this guy and just let him do his thing. Not the greatest legendary gear, but hey, it adds up, right? So I'm sure you've got some hero out there that can do some damage. This guy is really good at doing single target damage. That barrage, the meteor thing that he has that flames down, it's actually not really great for AoE, But on a single target boss, you can really see the health cut down on him. That is it for the domains, everyone. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you're able to do this. It's free to play. You should be able to if you're making those rank 5s. If you're farming that free to play legendary gear like I showed you, you're going to have better gear than I do right now. And as long as you use the tactics that we're using here to take out that dwarf, right? We're sniping that dwarf with Martina. We've got removal of the debuffs on our rare right here like she does. We've got heals. And then the lightning dragon was pretty simple to do as well. No tank on the lightning dragon. Just run through there and take him out quick. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. I will see you all in a video soon.